Good morning, everybody. My name is Karleen, and I am the Director of Adult Ministry at Brentview Baptist. Part of my job is to facilitate one groups, and I have asked two elders to come alongside of me today and talk a little bit about one groups at Brentview. So welcome, guys. Why don't you guys introduce yourselves?
My name is Karl Naundorf, and I'm an elder at Brentview.
And my name is Christina Jupo, and I'm a fairly new elder at Brentview.
But you're both great elders, and that's what matters. So I wanted to talk to you guys a bit about one groups. Could you guys share with me how one groups fit into the overall plan at Brentview?
Yeah, so back it was last fall, which seems like a very long time ago, the elders had a retreat and got together and came up with kind of three focus areas. And this one groups really focuses on two of those three, and that is personal change. So basically things that connect us with God and also dealing with things that prevent us from connecting with God, as well as the seamless life, which is basically living the gospel in your day-to-day life, not just on Sundays, but just kind of every day, day in, day out, and just integrating your personal life, your job, what your activities, all that stuff with your faith in a real way. And I think One Groups has just done a fantastic job really kind of working on bringing that and weaving it all together. So.
Yeah, and from my perspective, when I'm looking at the values that our church holds, we want to be gospel-centered. So giving the reason behind the One Groups that we're focusing in clearly on biblical truths. But I think the one that really jumps out at me is the value of transformation. And so, I've been a part of a small group for decades, both here and back in Thailand. And so the small group was wonderful for me to, study the Bible and pray for others. But the difference is that one groups are really pushing for a transformation in our lives. They're not just someplace you show up and put in head knowledge. There's more required of you in that it's digging deeper. It's digging deeper, and it's pushing us into a deeper relationship with the Lord. So I really feel that there has been a special, powerful force within the One Groups by those of us that participate, feeling like, yeah, this is making a difference in my life. This is actually helping me become come into a closer relationship with the Lord. So then we are able to, carry out our other values such as discipleship and of course community. It's wonderful in this time where we feel so disconnected from each other. We're not able to go to church in person, but we can meet each other. We can get to meet new people. We can enjoy chatting and being vulnerable and talking more deeply with people who are new to our church. And all of those things we can do through these great One Groups.
I love that. Thanks, guys, for sharing. Now, you guys have both been participating in One Groups. Can you guys share a little bit about your experience, your personal experience with One Groups?
Yeah, it's been an amazing personal experience. So I think first of all, I love the whole diaspora of people in the group, and that is just, it's an amazing thing. It's you see a lot of people on Sundays, typically say hello, spend a couple of minutes chatting, that sort of thing. But would you normally spend some quality, deep time with them? Probably not, which is maybe not necessarily good, but again, it is what it is. But this really gives us an opportunity to get to know people from all generations, and it's exciting. It's really wonderful to spend time with fellow believers that are just in different parts of life than you are. And this One Groups really helps us to find things that are common in our lives, that unite us no matter how old we are, and where we are in our faith too. For me, I think it's been great too, because it gives me tools to deal with the insanity of life at the moment. It really, Sabbath for me has been just an amazing thing to learn. I didn't realize I didn't know about Sabbath at all, actually, before I was forced to sit in my home and be quiet and be still and rest. It's something that I realized that I severely missed in my walk with God, and that I really needed to focus on. And as I've been kind of working on that over the last several months, and as I've been involved with One Group as well, it's been honestly quite transformational in my own life, because it's given me the ability to realize that I need to sit and I need to listen. I need to silence everything. I need to just let God speak to me, and not try and hurry it, focus it, schedule it in, but just wait and let God do the rest of the work. So it's been honestly quite transformational, literally, in my own life. So.
Yeah, and for me, I have found that the prayer group that we were with was really eye-opening for me, because just listening to other people's experiences with prayer, getting ideas of how they pray or how their experience is and what's important for them. It was really important for me to hear all of that, because sometimes you take for granted that other people have similar experiences to yours. And it was just wonderful getting to know people I hadn't met before and hearing about their stories, and then hearing about their prayer experiences, and then being able to share some of my prayer experiences with them. It was just so uplifting together to pray together, but then also to just share about that together, to be accountable to one another in prayer. In the time of rest, in our one group on rest that followed, very transformational in the sense of, like, we just have to learn how to do this better as a society. We're not good at it. We're not good at sitting still. Like Karl was saying, we think of Sabbath as just, Sunday you go to church and, you don't go to work, but you still do most of all your other stuff. Being still and being quiet and taking those quiet times, not just on a Sunday, to just listen to God. And the other part of prayer, not always talking, but stop and listen to what God wants to say to you. That was really powerful for me. And finally, the third one group that I've participated in was lament. Being sad. I am not naturally a sad person, but this season of life has brought me to a place where I do feel sad and lonely more often than I have the rest of my life. So learning how to live in that, learning how to worship God through that has been very powerful.
That is fantastic, guys. I am so glad that one groups have meant that to you, and that you guys are both finding your own personal place of transformation in it. That is really our goal with one group. So it's exciting to hear. And for the rest of the Brentview community, if you are looking to get more information about one groups or involved in one groups, please check out the church website. We have got 2 more one groups coming up that we would love for you to participate in. And thanks, guys. I really appreciate it. Bye, Brentview.